a day, we need to have the mindset of what can I do now, right? For whatever reason, if you guys are still waiting to get appointed, whatever the situation is, we'll make sure to help you, train you, and compensate you. Okay, but we need to make sure we take action now. So let me share this real quick. Carolina Edgardo Aguila, how are you, Carolina? How are you? Carolina is clocking in. She's always working.
Hi, sorry we're late.
Oh, no worries, no worries. So let me go in, guys, and show you guys some of the resources. So this past week, we met up with these individuals that are going to start creating the back office. I'm so excited because we're going to be able to throw all of that information in there. But as of now, let me share this with you guys, okay? And Sandra, can you make me host again? Sandra's helping me getting people in. Even though she's resting, she still wants to do something. She's funny. Okay, so guys, something that we've been doing is we continue to add, and now we're going to jump into the sales and tools, okay? So we continue to add information in the drive, okay? So all of you guys, right? If you guys don't have access, there's going to be ways for you guys to get access. But when you go to our Capital Insurance, right, there's so many different tools and resources, okay? When you click carrier's information and you click Mutual of Omaha, I added there some Mutual of Omaha videos. So if you go in and open that, there's some links, okay, that you could utilize and go to some videos explaining Mutual of Omaha, Express Term and Guaranteed Universal Life, and IUL Express product training. So they're explaining step by step how to go out there and learn more about these different type of products, okay? Something that I want to make sure I show you guys is on the agent's tools and resources. Sometimes individuals tell me, Isaac, I have this client, but I need to run an illustration. Can you help me? If you go to the agent's tools and resources, you can print this out or fill it out on your computer, but it's asking you everything concerning an annuity. Okay, so you can print this out if you want to, or if you want to fill it out online and send it to us, but it literally asks you, right? Illustration request, agent name. So in this scenario right next, we would do Isaac, okay, Salcido. Date and type of the appointment, the agent name, primary client name, client date of birth or age, gender, the state, the premium, what type of premium, is it qualified, is it Roth, what's the tax status, non-qualified, all the questions that you guys might have concerning getting an illustration for an annuity or a rollover, okay? And this is super important because once you fill all of this out, whatever you know how to fill out, you can let us know and send that to us so we can get you guys an illustration so you guys can show this to your client, okay? So this is important to understand that you got to go and utilize the drive. Also, this is what we're going to be using the most, and this is our Capital Life illustration request. And it's the same thing. The agent name, primary client date of birth and age, gender, the health rating, if it's smoker, non-smoker, premium amount, face amount coverage, increasing premiums, yes, no, how much, and every 5 years, 10 years. Primary goal for the client, is it retirement income, college funding, or is it just death benefit? Okay, do we need a comparison? Do we want to make sure we bring 2 to 3 different type of IULs when we're explaining this, or universal life policies, the name of the spouse, and when do we want to trigger income? There's all these different questions that you guys can fill out for us. You can send it to us and we can run these illustrations so you guys can be sitting with that paperwork in hand. Sometimes what happens, guys, is it has happened to me. I'm waiting for an illustration, right, from these carriers, and all of a sudden the client calls me. He's like, hey, did you have that paperwork? Or can I pop by today? Or sometimes they catch you off guard. And that's where it's super important to know that we need to make sure we are prepped, okay? And you utilize the drive for all those different type of paperwork and forms. Let me open up the chat. Okay. I'm going to use this week. I have a friend who wants life insurance and illustration. Yes, yes. And the cool thing about the drive is that there's so much information in there. You can go in there and spend minimum hours, okay? But you need to go out there and start getting those tools and resources. So today, I'm going to talk about the Guaranteed Universal Life Policy. And this is a policy with Mutual of Omaha, okay? So when we go to our Chrome, right, who can do, and a question I have, let me unmute myself. Well, I'm unmuted, I'm sorry. Who in here, who in here is appointed with Mutual of Omaha? Cynthia Cedo, Carolina, we're gonna get that process going. Carolina's already writing business and she hasn't even started the appointment process. Good job, Carolina. Good job. We're actually helping this client set aside minimum. I think overall it's going to be around 20 to 30,000 points. So really good job, Carolina. For your first client, that's unheard of, being honest with you. Unheard of. So let me go and Sandra put Itzel, Carolina, Elvia, Cynthia, and Carlos. Perfect. So I'm going to share my screen again and I'm going to run these illustrations for you guys, okay? And here, when you go to Mutual of Omaha, you can go out there and find all these forms. It's so simple. Let me do this from the beginning, okay? So you come in, you log in, right? You log in. From there, you just click products, and there's all these different products. We're gonna focus on the life aspect. Guaranteed UL. Let me see if someone came in. The chat box. Sandra wants to say something at the end. Sandra's been a bit sick and she still wants to control from the bed. She's a maniac. Okay, so concerning working, like she's freaking crazy. People that know her. Okay, so this is super important. GUL Express. Guaranteed Universal Life Express features a simplified application and underwriting process, plus flexible, affordable rates, and a lifetime guaranteed benefit. Okay. Issue ages, if they smoke, we can insure people from 18 to 65. And if they don't smoke, we can insure people till the age of 70. Okay. Target market, guys. Individuals seeking a guaranteed death benefit protection, simplified application process, and a quick issue. Okay, so Cynthia's, Vanessa, Carolina Aguila, Jennifer, Susana, Palmira, Gita, Ulisa. It's super important to understand that someone that says, Cynthia, I'm looking for just coverage. I want to have just coverage for my family. To what age? If we can get permanent, let's go permanent. This is a product to utilize. Okay, now I need you to see this. Face amounts, how much coverage can we get for the individuals in this product? This product is not going to be a product where people are going to get $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million in coverage like Carolina's Aguila client, right? This is going to be a product for someone age 18 to 50, under $300,000 in coverage. Ages 51 to 60, coverage under 250,000. Ages 61 and up, the maximum we can cover that person is 150,000. Okay, so that's something very important to understand, that the maximum you are going to be able to cover someone is 300K. Now, underwriting classes. Now, when it comes to underwriting classes, we got to remember that some other products might approve you at an express standard non-tobacco, meaning a healthier rating, a cheaper cost of insurance. Average, guys, they're insuring us at standard non-tobacco. Okay, so the average is standard non-tobacco. So what does that mean? What that means is that here, that's what they could get. Standard non-tobacco, That means it's someone that doesn't smoke. It has an average health. And standard tobacco is someone that smokes, but it's in also average health. Okay. Are you guys getting it? And you can do thumbs up. Thumbs up. Isn't it simple? It's so simple. Actually, Cynthia Salcido was the first one that closed one of these products. Surrender charges, okay? Because this is a permanent policy. Surrender charges are for the first 19 policy years. Remember, this is not like an IUL. This is a bit cheaper because it's a universal life policy. But what that means is that there's longer surrender charges. Expense loads. We're gonna do a class because this might take us a full 2 to 3 hours concerning the expenses inside of a policy. So expenses, look at this. $5 policy fee, a monthly charge per 1,000 on the specified amount, cost of insurance for a current month, the monthly rider cost for the current month, and a premium charge. So all of these, this is a whole class, okay? And I don't want you guys to think about this so much now. Riders, you're able to add some riders to the policy. You're able to have a guaranteed interest rate of 3%, okay? You're able to do loans. So in case something happens and it's 10 years in the future, and for whatever reason, you might need something or you're in a financial burden, you're able to pull out some money from there and loan that money out to yourself, okay? And that's what we call infinity banking, but it's very flexible. There's partial withdrawals. The biggest thing is, I want you to look at this, guys, is no lapse protection. So lapse, what does lapse mean? For anyone that wants to volunteer, what does it mean when a policy lapses?
Interruption of coverage for non-payment.
There we go. Thank you so much, Aguila. She literally she just passed her exam. So it's fresh. It's unfair, Caro. It's unfair, okay? So interruption of coverage. So sometimes when people, right, get a policy in the future, if the cost of insurance has continued to rise, there might be an interruption of coverage and the policy lapses, meaning what that means is it ends. The policy ends, okay? So let me make sure nobody in the waiting room. Okay. So it totally ends. Now, we don't want to sell a policy that in the future, you're going to tell them it's going to be guaranteed till 100 or 120. And then at 95, they tell you that they lost their policy that they've been paying. Okay. So we want to make sure we're aware of making sure we help people have policies that don't lapse. Okay, meaning they don't get canceled. So this is a no lapse protection, meaning it's never gonna lapse. And look at this, the guaranteed coverage can be a maximum of lifetime coverage to age 120 or a minimum of age 80, 20 years for ages 61 and above. So the cool thing about this product is that if you're sitting with someone that's 65 years old, you can actually go in there and insure them and guarantee that they're going to have that coverage, the 100,000, the 150, the 200,000, guaranteed till age 120. Okay. See? Perfecto. Now, other product features, simplified underwriting. Right now, for individuals that are a little bit older, sometimes if they're in their 55, 60s, or people in their 40s, 50s, they don't want to go and meet anyone because they have their parents that are 70s. And they don't want to put nobody at risk, right? Or some people don't want to get strangers coming in and drawing blood. So this is pretty cool product that you can go out there and simplified underwriting, meaning in the spot it gets issued. Quick issue process. The last one me and Cynthia did is it got issued in that moment. And you want to know something? Another carrier had denied that client, and the client was waiting for coverage for up to 2 months, and it got denied after 2 months. And she was stressing because she has a son. And when she got approved, and I told her, congratulations, you got a coverage, She was so happy. Ability to catch up missed premium payments. So if for whatever reason you don't give some payments, you're going to have some flexibility to pay those payments. Let me do this. Offers dial guarantee option. So there's guarantees to it. 0.50% interest rate bonus beginning 10th policy year. So you're able to get even more interest rates in the future. Okay, so some people might say, Isaac, that product might be really hard for me to run. So let me show you guys how quickly you can run something like this. You click quotes. You can literally start an application there, but we're not going to start an application. We're going to do online quote. Guaranteed universal life, select state. Let's do Arizona because there's the majority of Arizona individuals here. We're going to do female. She's 43 years old. Tobacco, she doesn't smoke. And we're going to give her the full $200,000 to cover her home. Okay. Guaranteed period. She's going to say, Isaac, a lot of people in my family die young. That's what I would say. A lot of my families, they die early, 80s at the most, 90s. So let's do 95. We're going to guarantee the period for 95. We calculate it, and there you go. Guaranteeing the death benefit till age 95, the cost would be $172. Okay. So let's imagine that I want to guarantee that policy till age 120. 196. So it's only 26 bucks a month more. How quickly is that, guys? Compared to what we used to do before. And that's where if you want to do an application, you literally just click start e-app. Start a new case, and you start asking questions. John Garcia, 08-10-1981. We're going to do it. She's a female. State, we're going to do Arizona. Product type, universal life. Find available products. GUL Express. Here it is. This is the GUL Express. So you select it. Is it okay if I show you a little bit of how you would start? Select user, Isaac Salcido, that's my producer number. General agent name, Isaac. Will there be an additional producer? No, we're gonna click next. And we start with the information for John. The reason why we're starting this up front is, do you guys see here where it says HIPAA, signature and lock data? Yes? Cynthia? Caro? Are you able to see where it says HIPAA, signature and lock data? Yes. Palmira? Perfect. So what that means is that right up front, we're going to see, right, as we're getting all that information in, we're going to see as we get the first information, we got to put the social security, the date of birth, and the information. As soon as the client says yes on the HIPAA, automatically they send that information to LexisNexis or one of these carriers that is going to get an idea if they're going to get approved. So when you're done putting in the beneficiary and how healthy they are, that's when you're going to be able to see that if they got approved. So right from the get-go, they're asking you, where are you at and what's your social security number, because they want to make sure they do this quickly for you guys. Okay. So that's the biggest thing when it comes to utilizing that product. Okay. Now, what I would advise is, guys, go in our Capital Insurance, and go into the carrier's information, Mutual of Omaha, and click the Mutual of Omaha videos. And what I want you guys to do is look at the first video, at the first link, you copy, you paste it, and it's gonna send you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sandy Petrie, and I'm with Mutual of Omaha. Kathy Elkins is on the line with us as well. 8,400.
And you'll be able to see a training from Mutual of Omaha, 30-minute training concerning that product, okay? Super simple, but that's a product that you guys need to make sure you guys have on your back pocket for in case of any type of emergency, okay? Now, that's a GUL. Do you guys want me to show you another type of universal life policy? Yes? Yeah? Okay. So this is a product that I just sold to one of my clients, okay? And I'm showing you guys literally the process so you understand that it's super simple. Agent login. Let me stop sharing to see if this moves quicker, okay? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how I got to this page, okay? So I click to Americal, agent login, okay? So write these notes so you know how to go out there because most of you guys have an Americal. You guys can sell Americal, most of you guys, okay? So you go to Americal and you click Sales Connection. Automatically it takes you here. You click New Illustration. And let's imagine we're gonna do 08 30 19 82. So 38 years old, male. There's a lot of different products here, but something that's super important for you guys to get is click the HMS CBO, okay? When you click the HMS CBO, what we're doing is you guys are going for cashback option. That's what that means, okay? Cashback option. How do I take this off? Give me a sec. There we go. So now we're here in the cashback option. I can click John Garcia. He's a male, standard non-nicotine, so he doesn't smoke. Okay. He wants to do a 25-year term, but he's going to do it for, I don't know, he owes on his home $200,000. So once you do that, you click refresh. Okay. And you see $157 monthly. Okay. But what you need to understand is that the policy for the next 25 years, he's going to get the money back. Okay. So what if the client says, you know what, I can only pay $200. So you click solve for payment. And we're going to do $200. And we're going to click refresh. And he's going to be able to get $257,000. right? For coverage, but all the amount of money he's putting in there, he's going to be able to pull it up. So you click result details. So here up top, plan design, result details. And here it's telling you, because this is a universal life policy. So if you cancel at 16, you're going to get only 2,000, 17. It starts telling you how much you're going to be able to get. But if you cancel at 25, how we structured it, you're going to get the $60,000 you put in there. You're going to get the money back. So in a way, it's like a savings account. Or Latinos, J-Lo, I know you're working on your Spanish, but for my Latino client, I said, cliente, Jorge, esta es una cundina, nomás que es una cundina no de un año, sino de 25 años. Y el número le tocó el último. So es una cundina. Y le gustó más. He liked this product more because he felt it was like a savings account. Because on a term policy, he was going to pay like 120 and he preferred to pay the 200 in this scenario, right? For the option of just being a savings account. Okay. So the reality of the matter is that a lot of Latinos don't know how life insurance work, and we're going to teach them for the ones that do understand. But sometimes you're going to have those clients that it's just going to be simple for them to say, you know what? I get it. I get that it's a savings account. Okay. So it's super, super important to go in there and utilize those resources. If you're looking to help a client that is looking for maybe a universal life policy, we want to go with that. Now the last thing I'm going to share, I see Gita. Let me see what Gita posted. Gita is saying, I need to learn what a cundina is too. LOL. That's funny. Okay. So let me share the screen and reiterate, right? What the universal, who is someone for a universal life policy? Okay. So we have policies that are called term, right? And they are 10, 15, 30, 20, etc. Okay, it could be 20, it could be 30 years. Some of these are, I'm not going to use the word cheap, I'm going to use affordable. Remember, we want to make sure that the wording we're using is always the proper one, because we're always working concerning subconscious. Remember, guys, nobody has ever woken up and said, today I want to buy life insurance. Okay, so that's why we want to make sure we use the word properly when it comes to helping people with life insurance. So term could be very affordable, but sometimes I've noticed that people that are 50 and up, they've already had a term and already is going to get canceled. So sometimes they're opting for something permanent. Okay. But there's some clients, there's some clients that might not want to go the retirement route, because for retirement, that's when you use the IULs. Okay. What's the other way to go about covering them for the longest period possible at an affordable price? Would be a UL, universal life. Universal, yes.
Sorry, quick question.
Go ahead.
So there's a man that's 50, 55 and he has a term and it's almost going to expire. What do you recommend then for in that person? A UL?
It all depends.
It all depends.
The reason being is, okay, I'm gonna give you the two scenarios. If I'm sitting with this 50-year-old man and he says, I want permanent policy, Isaac, but then as I'm asking questions, he also says is in retirement it's a concern. I want to make sure I fund for my retirement because I don't have a 401k. Then I might go the IUL route if he's willing to put minimum $500 a month or more. Because for a 50-year-old, we can't do an IUL for $100 Because if the client says, my budget is $150, then we would do a permanent policy. Okay.
What if he
But if
wants
the,
to go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
no, ask the question.
What if he wants to go a little cheaper, like he has a side job after
Mhm.
he's been retired, but he still has his life insurance, but not something too expensive? What
So
will
we
be,
can
I
look
know
into
it
that.
all depends, but in like right now, kind of looking at that way, what would you kind of suggest in this scenario?
It would be going for life insurance. And in this case, it would be the UL.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
That's what we would do in that scenario, the universal life, because what he really wants or what he could really afford is just life insurance. And that's way better than having nothing. Okay. Tax purposes, peace of mind, making sure that the family is well prepared and protected, so many different things. And the reason why I'm showing this is because most of your clients, I'm guessing maybe an 80% of your clients are going to be in more of a need concerning life insurance. Okay. But if the client says, Isaac, I have some money set aside that I want to make sure that it's earning interest. Okay. And I also need life insurance. So most of the time clients might say, give me an IRA, Isaac, and give me a life insurance. So that's where I do the IUL, and people are going to ask me, Isaac, I had a client once, I asked you for a Roth IRA and life insurance. Why did you give me an IUL? And I told him, I'm like, you wanted to put 700 a month times 12, that's 8,600. We can't fund an IRA. We can't fund it. An IRA has limits at that time. IRAs had limits of 5,000 a year. So when I told them, and this money's gonna grow tax-free, I told them, actually what you really have is a Roth IRA on steroids. Ah, yes, I get it, Isaac, perfect. So that's where we went to the IUL product, okay? Remember, IUL, a good way of explaining it is it's a Roth IRA on steroids. Right? Number one reason why people want to fund a Roth IRAs is because the money goes tax-free and it comes out tax-free. And the number one reason we're funding IULs is because the money's going tax-free. You already paid money in that taxes and it's coming out tax-free. Now remember, IULs need to be well funded, okay? Yes? Now, if anybody wants to unmute themselves so I can answer some questions that you guys might have. Cynthia, Carolina Aguila, Vanessa, Paulina, Gita, Jennifer, Susana, is there any questions that I could answer for you guys? Tony, Yulisa, and Gita. And there's no type of, Carolina unmuted herself. Let's go.
I don't necessarily have a question yet, because obviously I'm not appointed yet and I haven't dipped my fingers in there yet. So, but I just wanted to say I'm very excited to learn now and to be able to see everything beforehand so that when the time comes, I'll understand how everything works. And I appreciate all your help with these customers that, like, literally right now, I just got a message from somebody that is in my investment business that sells life insurance. Like, all of a sudden, people that sell life insurance and need life insurance are just, you know, appearing in my life, and I know God is sending them over my way. So I'm very excited to get the ball rolling on all of this. So thank you.
100%. Well, I appreciate those words. And Carolina, actually right now, even though you don't have a question, I'm going to have some answers, right? And this is going to be good for everybody else. Is Carolina works with commercial insurance. So she's, everything she does is covering business owners, okay, from different liabilities, mitigating risk. And that's why she trained for PNC back on September 19th. So Carolina right now is dealing with people that want to set aside money for their future, but maybe they don't even have the proper tools or resources concerning an IRA or a 401k, and they might need to go the IUL route. Why? Because they might want to put way more money inside of the products than just being limited by now after it changed in 2020. Now the maximum you can put into an IRA is $6,000. But some of these business owners want to set aside $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, because we need to ask him, what is your exit plan? Okay. So for you, Carolina, you're going to be doing a lot of the planning concerning IULs, because that's the best way for the business to set aside funds for their own future without having to open up a 401k and give a 401k to all the company, because some of them might not want to do that. Okay. So that is something, a product that I'll send you guys, and I'll post a lot of videos in the Google Drive, so you guys can go in there and watch all these videos that I'm always going there and watching. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna start posting these videos. I was gonna say something that could be a bit aggressive, but I love to see there's this YouTube channel that I follow, and it's these guys in their 60s. Okay. And they talk about so many different strategies concerning these funding of these different type of life insurance policies. I'm going to start adding those different videos so that you guys can start seeing them and learn about how to go out there and structure more advanced sales products. Okay. Guys, it's Monday. Okay. I need all the attitude, like the tool. We got to get this going. Okay. There's going to be an amazing week, and we got to get things going. We got to get appointments on the board. We got to go out there and start moving with the little that we can. I love Carolina. I love how Carolina, even though she hadn't even take the exam, she went out there and started setting up appointments, moving. And that's kind of like the attitude, because there got to be action. There has to be action. And simplicity is the friend of action. Okay. I'm hoping this is simple for you guys, because I'm trying to make sure I can make it the most simple as possible. It's not going to get more simple than this. Okay. So guys, if there's questions, concerns, I'm finishing a little bit early, right? 14 minutes early, because I want you guys to go in the drive.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So it's not a question, but I just want to say that there are coworkers that are sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I worried, of course, being, I don't know, the social worker at heart that I am. I don't know. But I worried, oh my God, my coworker is sick. And knowing the type of personality, oh gosh, it could be, this could go bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remembered this coworker is a client, and it made me feel a little better. Like, okay, I'm a little bit better, because this coworker has children who are young teens, and I worried. So selling to friends and family and coworkers helps even us, because then even we feel better. You know, the coworker is very sick, but you know what? They're covered.
Yes. That's so true, guys. It's finally at the end of last week, me and Susana were able to deliver this death benefit, these $100,000 to one of our clients that passed away from COVID.
Wow.
And Susana's been there helping her. We've been helping her, and it's bittersweet. It's so tough that he passed away, but it's also, we feel good. Me and Susana, we said, like, you know what? It was amazing that we were there to protect him, and that we were there to help her, the spouse, through the process. And we were having a conversation, me and Susana, and we were saying how when we say we do this for the widows and the orphans, we never know until we're there, looking at the widow and making sure that an 18-year-old daughter is going to try to continue to go to college.
Wow.
Right? So in this case, is Rosalind, the daughter, and Clementina, and these are real people, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That lost the husband, and that we were there to cover and protect. And And it's definitely, it was something that me and Susana felt really good. Huge shout out to Susana for going out there and going above and beyond with that client. But we're here, guys. We're here, and we need to remember that what we're doing definitely pays a ton. It pays a great money, but more than anything, it's saving and protecting the next generation from that client we're sitting there. So once you go through this process, you're gonna get this certain type of, you're gonna fight for the business because you know that it's right. Covering them is what's right. And I wanna make sure that you guys go in the back office and get all the information possible. And if there's anything that is missing, let us know. If there's something that's not simple, connect with us, call us, Jacqueline, Sandra, me. We're always here trying to make sure we can service you. Okay. So I know that Sandra wanted to say something to finish off. Sandra, I'm going to unmute yourself. Okay.
Hey everyone, I hope everyone's doing amazing. I just wanted to take the time this last couple of minutes before you leave, before everyone goes to bed or whatever you guys have to do on Monday night, just to give a big shout out to Susana. She has like six or seven policies in the pipeline to submit within the next couple of days,
Nice.
just within a week. I also want to give a big shout out to Fabiola. She also submitted her first policy on her own. Okay, and it was approved. So it was approved super, super, super quick. I know Cynthia has been also putting some numbers on the board. I want to give a big shout out to Cynthia as well. Gita has been setting up appointments for me as well. And we're working on those appointments to close those sales, even though she's in Florida. So I just want to give that big shout out to everyone that is actually putting points on the board and also setting those appointments. There's some of you I know that are not appointed yet, but are trying to learn right now. So as soon as you get your appointment, you're able to write business. And of course, the big one right now, Carolina, that even though she's not appointed, she made it happen this past 2 weeks. And I know it's because of the leverage that she has and the connections, and because she's been doing this for a long time, which is PNC, and she kind of knows how this works and the importance of insurance. So also big shout out. We have amazing people here, amazing leaders, and we can learn from everyone here. I'm pretty sure that if you all have any questions about PNC or about commercial, Carolina is more than open to help with that. So guys, feel free. I know Susana was asking me a couple of questions the other day, and I'm like, Carolina can also answer those questions and everything. So just want to put that out because I want to make sure that everyone gets recognized for the effort that we're putting in. Okay. So I hope you guys have an amazing and fabulous Monday.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much. Most definitely, guys. That's something that's amazing where Carolina just shared her number. So you guys want to go in there and get her number. Carolina is a super resource in so many different ways. She's so giving and focused on making sure that she can help in so many ways. So yes, get that number. Guys, everybody, slowly but surely, we've been seeing that movement, and it's so exciting for us. It's so exciting for us because this is an industry where you guys are going to be able to go out there and make a ton of money. Literally, like this is, I want to show you guys something of an email from the company that we're operating with. And this is what's going to happen with you guys. As soon as you guys get the ball rolling, I want to share an email that's super important for you guys to see. Okay, let me find this email. And I'm going to share my screen, okay? Admit. So I get these emails from the company, right, that we're operating with, and the different, and this is the company FFL that we have all these simplified products. So this guy is just starting, and he went out there and did $130,000 on September. Okay, in a month with him and his team, right? And that's where literally there's all these guys that are just have a couple months in the game and are going out there and doing so much. Okay. So we have all these resources, guys, all these resources that are of help, right? I found something. I want to show you guys the email I received earlier. It's tough trying to find all this information, but let me see if I get the one, right? I'm sorry. Okay. It's not the day. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of people that are going out there and doing 10, 15, 20,000 a month, 5, 6, 7,000 a week. So there's so many opportunities to go out there and be successful. And I want to make sure that you guys know that, because these products are super quick, super efficient, and we are here for you. We're rooting for you. We want to make sure we go out there and help you guys go out there and be successful. And guys, go out there in the drive and go get some information. Have a phenomenal day and take care. Okay. Bye-bye.